Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about the tragic S of famous WWE wrestlers who left us far too soon. These legends at a young age, and we'll dive into the reasons behind their untimely passings, from health issues to accidents. Their loss shocked the world and left a huge impact on the WWE universe. But that's not all. We've also got some very bad news about Kevin Owens. Stay with us till the end to find out what's going on with her. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sapphire, born Juanita Wright, was a beloved figure in professional wrestling, best known for her role as the charismatic manager and valet of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Her presence in the late 1980s and early 1990s added a distinct flair to the WWF, breaking barriers as one of the few prominent African-American women in the industry. Sapphire made her WWF debut not as a traditional wrestler, but as an enthusiastic fan supporting Dusty Rhodes. Her energy and undeniable chemistry with Rhodes quickly earned her a permanent spot as his on-screen manager. Together, they became a fan-favorite duo, delighting audiences with their matching black and yellow polka dot outfits and heartfelt charisma. Her vibrant personality added warmth and depth to Rhodes's blue-collar persona. One of her most memorable moments came at WrestleMania 6, where she participated in a mixed tag team match alongside Rhodes against Macho King Randy Savage and Sensational Sherry. Her in-ring performance, though limited, was full of heart, making her an underdog hero who resonated deeply with fans. Beyond the ring, Sapphire's legacy is one of quiet trailblazing. At a time when opportunities for women, especially women of color, were scarce in wrestling, she stood out with her authenticity and charm. Her presence helped pave the way for greater diversity in sports entertainment. Tragically, Sapphire, the cause of was a heart attack, reportedly brought on by high blood pressure. Though her time in the spotlight was brief, her impact was lasting. Wrestling fans remember her not only as Dusty Rhodes' beloved manager, but also as a warm, groundbreaking figure who brought joy, heart, and representation to professional wrestling. Tom Billington, better known as the Dynamite Kid, was a revolutionary British professional wrestler whose high-impact style changed the game forever. Born on December 12, 1958 in Goulburn, Lancashire, England, he broke into wrestling in 1975 and quickly stood out for his speed, agility, and fearless in-ring work. His career skyrocketed when he teamed up with his cousin Davey Boy Smith to form the British Bulldogs. Together, they electrified crowds across the globe, especially in WWE, then WWF, where their feuds with top stars like Bret the Hitman Hart and Randy Savage thrilled fans. The British Bulldogs reached the peak of their success when they won the WWF Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 2 in 1986, a defining moment in tag team wrestling. But Dynamite Kid's physically punishing style came at a steep cost. That same year, he suffered a devastating back injury that curtailed his career and marked the beginning of a long, painful decline. Over the following decades, Billington battled severe health issues, including spinal problems, partial paralysis, and heart disease. He was confined to a wheelchair for much of his later life. His body, once celebrated for its toughness and athleticism, had borne the full brunt of his punishing wrestling style. Tom Billington just a week before his 60th birthday. The causes of were attributed to a combination of heart complications and the lingering effects of years of physical trauma. His passing served as a sobering reminder of the toll professional wrestling can take on its performers. Despite his tragic decline, the Dynamite Kid remains an icon. His legacy lives on in the generation of wrestlers he inspired with his intense, high-flying technical style, a true trailblazer whose impact is still felt in the ring today. Jay Briscoe, born Jamin Pugh on January 25, 1984 in Sandy Fork, Delaware, was a revered professional wrestler best known for his storied career in Ring of Honor, ROH. As one half of the legendary Briscoe Brothers tag team alongside his younger brother Mark Briscoe, Jay helped define ROH's legacy through sheer grit, loyalty, and unparalleled in-ring intensity. Jay and Mark debuted in ROH in 2002 and quickly rose to prominence with their hard-hitting, high-energy style. The Briscoes became synonymous with excellence in tag team wrestling, holding the ROH World Tag Team titles a record 13 times. Jay also found success as a singles competitor, capturing the ROH World Championship twice. His aggressive, no-nonsense style, matched with passionate promos, made him a standout and fan favorite. Jay's wrestling approach blended brawling, technical skill, and aerial maneuvers, earning respect across the independent circuit. He remained fiercely loyal to ROH, helping elevate the promotion during its formative years and remaining a key figure until his final days. Outside the ring, Jay was a devoted husband and father, known for his deep love for his family and strong ties to his Delaware community. Tragically, on January 17, 2023, Jay Briscoe died in a car accident at age 38. He was driving his daughters to cheerleading practice in Laurel, Delaware, when another vehicle crossed the center line and struck his truck head-on. Jay was pronounced at the scene. One of his daughters was seriously injured but survived. The other driver also died in the crash. Authorities later reported that the other driver was not wearing a seatbelt and had alcohol in their system. Jay Briscoe's legacy lives on through his unforgettable performances, fierce spirit, and the love he shared with fans, friends, and family. André the Giant, born André René Roussimoff on May 19, 1946, in Grenoble, France, was one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling history. Standing at 7 feet 4 inches and weighing over 500 pounds, he earned the nickname the Eighth Wonder of the World. His extraordinary size was the result of acromegaly, a rare hormonal disorder caused by excess growth hormone, which led to his remarkable physical stature and numerous health complications. André began his wrestling career in the early 1960s, gaining fame in promotions across the world, eventually becoming a centerpiece in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, now WWE. He played a crucial role in the wrestling boom of the 1980s, engaging in legendary rivalries, most famously with Hulk Hogan. Their showdown at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, where Hogan body-slammed the Giant, became one of wrestling's most unforgettable moments. Outside the ring, André charmed audiences with his performance as Fezzik in the 1987 fantasy classic The Princess Bride, where his gentle demeanor and natural charisma shined. Despite his imposing presence, he was known for his kindness and generosity, beloved by fans and peers alike. Sadly, André's health deteriorated in his later years due to complications from acromegaly in a Paris hotel room at the age of 46. The cause of was congestive heart failure linked to his lifelong battle with his condition. He had been in France to attend his father's funeral and in his sleep. André the Giant's legacy continues to loom large over both professional wrestling and pop culture. His unmatched presence, unforgettable moments, and big-hearted nature have ensured his place as a true legend of the sport. Scott Hall, born October 20th, 1958 in St. Petersburg, Florida, was a game-changing figure in professional wrestling. Known for his magnetic charisma, effortless style, and signature greeting, "Hey Yo!" Hall first rose to fame in WWE, then WWF, as Razor Ramon. Adopting a tough guy persona with a Cuban-Italian flair, he became a multi-time intercontinental champion and a beloved character of the 1990s. However, Hall's greatest industry impact came in WCW. In 1996, he and Kevin Nash shocked the wrestling world by forming the New World Order, NWO, a rebellious faction that changed wrestling forever. Their arrival triggered the legendary Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWE, redefining mainstream wrestling. Hall's cool demeanor, street-smart promos, and in-ring intelligence made him a cornerstone of the NWO and a pioneer of wrestling's edgy era. Yet behind the scenes, Hall faced severe personal battles. Years of substance abuse, stemming from the lifestyle and pressure of the industry, took a toll on his health. He spent many years in and out of rehab, publicly struggling with addiction. In the 2010s, he began a redemptive chapter with help from Diamond Dallas Page, who guided Hall through sobriety and physical recovery. Tragically, Scott Hall. He had undergone hip surgery but suffered 3 heart attacks afterward, triggered by a loose blood clot, a post-surgical complication. He was placed on life support, which was later removed with his family by his side. Hall's was a major loss to the wrestling world. Remembered not only for his groundbreaking role in shaping modern wrestling but also for his inspiring comeback, Scott Hall left behind a legacy of influence, resilience, and redemption. Antonio Inoki, born on February 20th, 1943, in Yokohama, Japan, was a legendary icon in professional wrestling and a pioneer in mixed martial arts. After battling systemic amyloidosis, a rare and serious condition that affects organ function due to the buildup of abnormal proteins, Inoki's influence stretched far beyond the squared circle. He began his wrestling career in 1960 and quickly became one of Japan's most prominent athletes. His most groundbreaking contribution came in 1972 when he founded New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, which grew into one of the most respected wrestling promotions in the world. Known for his strong style, a blend of martial arts and professional wrestling, Inoki brought a realistic edge to the sport that captivated fans. One of the most iconic moments in Inoki's career was his 1976 exhibition match against boxing legend Muhammad Ali. Though the bout ended in a draw, it served as a pivotal moment in combat sports history, laying the groundwork for the evolution of modern mixed martial arts by pitting a wrestler against a boxer on a global stage. Outside the ring, Inoki was also a respected politician. He served in Japan's House of Councilors, using his fame to promote peace and international diplomacy, even traveling to North Korea on several occasions to advocate for dialogue. Inoki's legacy is rich and multifaceted. He was not just a wrestler or promoter, but a cultural bridge builder and global ambassador for combat sports. Even after his passing from systemic amyloidosis, his innovative spirit, fighting philosophy, and global influence continue to resonate throughout the worlds of wrestling and MMA. Antonio Inoki remains a towering figure whose impact will be felt for generations. Howard Finkel, widely regarded as one of the most iconic ring announcers in professional wrestling history, left an enduring legacy through his decades-long career with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. Born on June 7, 1950, in Brooklyn, New York, Finkel joined the WWF in 1975 and became its first official ring announcer in 1977. His powerful voice, impeccable timing, and signature call of "and new" during championship matches made him a beloved figure among fans and talent alike. Finkel's presence helped shape the grandeur of wrestling's biggest moments, especially at events like WrestleMania, where his energetic introductions became synonymous with high-stakes competition. He wasn't just a voice behind the microphone. Finkel contributed behind the scenes as well, helping write and produce content. He also played a key role in developing the WWE Hall of Fame, showing his passion for preserving wrestling's rich history. Over the years, the Fink, as he was affectionately known, earned respect from wrestlers across generations for his professionalism, loyalty, and love for the business. His immense contributions were recognized in 2009 when he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. In his later years, Finkel faced serious health issues. He reportedly suffered a stroke in 2018, which significantly affected his health and mobility. While WWE did not publicly disclose the specific cause of, it is widely understood that complications from the stroke and other health issues contributed to his passing. Howard Finkel's voice and passion helped elevate pro wrestling to new heights. Though he is no longer with us, his impact continues to echo throughout the wrestling world, ensuring his legacy lives on in every ring introduction and every roar of the crowd. Kevin Owens, known for his relentless intensity, passionate promos, and hard-hitting in-ring style, has forged a reputation in WWE as one of the most fearless and resilient competitors of his generation. Whether he's dropping opponents with a pop-up powerbomb or diving off the top rope in a no-holds-barred brawl, Owens consistently delivers brutal, high-impact performances that leave fans in awe, and sometimes leave him battered. With a career built on risk-taking and physical punishment, injuries have naturally followed Owens throughout his journey. Yet, no matter how severe the setback, the prizefighter has always fought his way back. His legacy isn't just about championship wins or memorable matches. It's about perseverance in the face of pain and a deep love for wrestling that won't let him quit. Major injuries. Throughout Kevin Owens' career double knee surgery in 2018, a career-altering setback. Perhaps the most significant health challenge in Owens' career came in late 2018. After years of putting his body on the line, the toll finally caught up with him. Owens was pulled from action due to serious issues in both knees, which led to a rare and intense double knee surgery. This was no minor tweak. Owens underwent arthroscopic surgery on each knee to repair long-standing damage accumulated from years of wrestling. At the time of his injury, Owens was deeply embedded in WWE storylines and a consistent presence on television. His absence created a noticeable void, and fans speculated about the severity of the damage. Would Owens be the same when he came back? Would his mobility be compromised? As it turned out, they needn't have worried. Owens attacked his rehab with the same fire he brings to every match. Months of grueling rehabilitation followed, including strengthening exercises, conditioning work, and mobility training. When he finally returned to WWE television in early 2019, he shocked fans with how sharp he looked. His timing, power, and in-ring IQ were all intact. If anything, he seemed rejuvenated. Owens had not only returned to form, he reminded everyone that he's built for the long haul. Shoulder struggles, a lingering enemy. Even before his time in WWE, Owens' aggressive style left him vulnerable to shoulder injuries. These issues followed him from the independent scene and reared their head again during his early years on WWE's main roster. Shortly after his 2015 main roster debut, where he famously defeated John Cena in his very first match, Owens sustained a shoulder injury that impacted his ability to perform certain moves. Although the injury didn't require immediate surgery, it did lead to adjustments in his offense. For a time, fans noticed that Owens was favoring one arm more, avoiding certain lifts and working a slightly safer pace. Rather than allow the injury to derail him, Owens pushed forward. He embraced physical therapy and learned to manage the discomfort through careful conditioning. The shoulder issue never disappeared entirely, but Owens' ability to adapt kept him competitive and reliable, regardless of physical limitations. In the years since, he's occasionally been spotted favoring his shoulder after particularly grueling matches, but his resilience and willingness to adapt have kept him in the game without losing what makes him great. Hand and wrist injuries, the cost of going all. In another occupational hazard Owens has faced is damage to his hands and wrists, an often overlooked yet critical part of any wrestler's toolkit. Between grapples, slaps, throws, and landing-braced falls, the upper limbs are constantly at risk. One notable incident occurred in 2020 when Owens injured his wrist during a high-risk spot in a televised match. Though the injury didn't require surgery, it did result in a short break from in-ring competition. The time off was brief, and Owens was back quickly with modified wrist taping and a slightly safer approach. These types of injuries are often brushed off in wrestling, but they can severely affect grip strength, lifting ability, and even the delivery of a simple punch. For Owens to continue performing with his usual explosiveness is a testament to his conditioning and adaptability. Rib injuries and internal pain in 2021. While not as widely reported, one of Owens's more painful setbacks involved rib and internal injuries. After a particularly brutal ladder match in 2021, Owens revealed in interviews that he had been dealing with significant rib pain. Sources close to WWE also reported that Owens had been wrestling through internal bruising and possible cartilage damage, injuries that can make even breathing uncomfortable, let alone wrestling. Still, Owens chose to stay in the ring. He continued competing through the pain, often participating in high-stakes matches despite the underlying issues. This wasn't reckless ignorance, it was calculated toughness. Owens has a strong understanding of his body, and when he feels he can fight through the discomfort without risking permanent damage, he does so. His perseverance during this time earned him even more respect from peers and fans alike. It also underscored his reputation as one of WWE's toughest workhorses. Debunking the myths, what's real and what's not, retirement rumors, and knee speculation. In the wake of his double knee surgery, rumors began circulating that Owens was nearing retirement. Reports claimed his knees were in worse shape than WWE let on, and some suggested he'd never regain full strength. These fears were put to rest when Owens returned in 2019 looking sharper than ever. He openly addressed the retirement rumors, clarifying that while the surgery was serious, it was also a necessary and ultimately successful procedure. Owens reaffirmed that he had no plans to walk away from wrestling anytime soon, and his performances since have proven that his body can still handle the grind. Concussion speculation. Given Owens' history of wild brawls, ladder matches, and high spots, it's not surprising that fans have speculated about potential concussions. However, there's never been an official confirmation of any serious concussion-related absences in Owens' WWE tenure. WWE has strict concussion protocols in place. If Owens had suffered any significant head trauma, he would have been pulled immediately for testing and rest. His continued presence on TV and in matches suggests that he's avoided, or at least properly recovered from, any concussion scares. Chronic injury reports, some truth, but not the full picture. Some wrestling news outlets have claimed that Owens suffers from chronic injuries that threaten his long-term career. While it's true that Owens deals with ongoing joint and muscle issues, like many wrestlers do, the narrative that he's on borrowed time is overly dramatic. He remains a reliable performer, rarely missing extended time unless it's for serious recovery. His knowledge of his physical limits, combined with smart recovery practices, allows him to compete regularly without visible decline. The man behind the resilience. Why Owens keeps coming back. A champion's approach to recovery. What sets Owens apart isn't just his willingness to endure pain, it's how he approaches healing. After any major injury, Owens works closely with physical therapists and medical professionals to craft a detailed recovery plan. He doesn't just rest, he rebuilds. During his double knee rehab, he reportedly took up low-impact exercises like swimming and cycling to rebuild joint strength. He also incorporated yoga and stretching to improve flexibility, areas often neglected by wrestlers who focus primarily on strength. Owens has also evolved his workout regime. While he still lifts heavy and trains hard, he's added smarter elements that promote long-term health, including mobility drills, targeted muscle work, and joint care. In-ring adaptation, wrestling smarter, not softer. Owens hasn't abandoned his aggressive in-ring style, but he has learned to pick his spots. Gone are the days of taking unnecessary risks in every match. Instead, Owens has evolved into a performer who blends brutality with strategy. He knows when to take a bump and when to let psychology do the work. He's also mastered the art of storytelling, allowing him to engage fans without relying solely on high-risk moves. This evolution has extended his career and made him a more well-rounded performer. Personal well-being, the balance that keeps him grounded. Away from the ring, Owens is a devoted family man. He has spoken candidly about how his wife and children keep him grounded and focused on long-term health. That perspective plays a major role in how he handles injuries. Rather than risking permanent damage for short-term gain, Owens chooses to listen to his body. He understands that time away to heal isn't weakness, it's smart. That mindset has allowed him to remain a consistent presence in WWE for over a decade. Looking ahead, can Kevin Owens stay healthy? As Owens enters the veteran phase of his WWE career, questions naturally arise about how much longer he can keep up the pace. The reality is that wrestling always carries risk, but Owens has proven time and again that he knows how to manage those risks. He's adapted his style, strengthened his body, and learned when to rest. That, combined with his passion for storytelling and love of the business, bodes well for his future. If Owens continues to wrestle with intelligence and maintain his dedication to physical upkeep, there's no reason he can't enjoy several more years at the top of WWE. Conclusion: a legacy etched in grit and determination. Kevin Owens' journey through pain, surgery, and setbacks has cemented him as one of WWE's most resilient and respected superstars. He's not just a powerhouse in the ring, he's a symbol of perseverance. Whether fighting through rib pain, recovering from double knee surgery, or wrestling with shoulder issues, Owens has never backed down. He has not only survived the rigors of professional wrestling, he has thrived, evolving and improving with each return. Rumors of retirement or physical decline are easily silenced every time he steps into the ring and delivers yet another show-stealing performance. For Owens, pain has never been a roadblock. It's just another opponent to overcome, and as long as there's a fight to be had, you can count on Kevin Owens to be right in the thick of it, limping if he must, but always fighting, always believing, and always reminding the world why he's one of the best in the business.